Is it on? Yeah, it's on now. Thank you. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And our motto, service above self. It's pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice forever. Okay, Jim, may we have invocation reflection?
Please join in prayer or meditation as I say, bless this food to our youth and us to thy service. Amen.
Amen. Okay, Bill Payne.
I'm Chip today. Chip is missing, so I'm taking little liberties.
Don't start it too high. You started too high when you leave.
Yeah.
I still didn't hear you.
What's the song?
You sound like a bunch of old people. You guys are, it's springtime, and what's growing up in your... I don't need the mic.
Yes, you do. Take it
Anyway,
for the
grass and
taping.
clover are coming up. So on page 11, I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover. So 1 and the 2 and the 3. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover. I'm looking for 1 leaf sunshine, the second is rain, third is the roses and growing the rain. No need to explain,
The one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover that I overlooked before. Very good. Okay. We would like to introduce any members, any Rotarian members today. Meeting has begun. Meeting has begun.
Quorum, please.
Thank you. We love the social interaction, so we're going to take a break for a few minutes. We have any Rotarian or other members, new members today visiting? Well, we have our speakers. We have
Also Rotarian.
who's also a Rotarian from Onancock, Jeanette Edwards, who is CEO of Eastern Shore Rural Health, and Jen Albano, who's a nurse practitioner at Eastville, and who is in lifestyle medicine, and both of them will be speaking to us today. Okay, in a few minutes. All right, and so any announcements? Yes.
I've got a sign-up sheet for the Barrier Island Center Arts and Music Festival. And previously I gave the wrong date. The correct date is May 23rd. So it's the next to the last Saturday of the month. They need 4 people each for 2 shifts. The first shift is 9 to 12:30. The second shift is 12:30 to 4. And I'm going to pass around a sign-up sheet, and I appreciate any help we can gather here. If you work the first shift, you are welcome to stay when your shift is done, and you will not have to pay any fee to attend the ceremonies. If you're going to work the second shift, you're welcome to come early and roam around the whole event in the morning hours, and again, at no cost to you. So you're welcome to come and enjoy the festivities. So I'm going to start passing this around, and thank you very much for everybody that does sign up.
How many do you need per shift?
All together, it's 8, so it's 4 and 4.
Oh, we're going to increase it.
Yeah,
Increase it.
4 in the morning,
4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, evening, okay? Other announcements.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Clean the Bay Day will be May 2nd from 9 a.m. until noon. There will actually be 67 locations that'll be staffed up and down the coast of the Chesapeake Bay. There are actually 5 locations in the Cape Charles area. There are 3 in Bay Creek. 1 is for boaters only. 1 from the Cape Charles Yacht Club, and 1 at Kipspeak State Park. The Protect the Environment Committee, as we were discussing this, felt quite strongly that we should participate as a club versus individual initiatives. After careful deliberation, we ended up thinking that probably Kipspeak State Park was going to be the best for everybody involved. So that's where we will be on May 2nd. Today is the last day to sign up. We have 14 volunteers so far. After we sign up, I will be in contact with one of the zone captains, and we'll get a lot more details about where we need to be, when we need to be, and so on. To magnify the impact of our participation as a club, we would like to ask that all volunteers wear a Cape Charles Rotary t-shirt.
Bright yellow ones.
After we register the club, Paul will be reaching out to all of the volunteers.
Paul who? Paul. Strong.
Fabulous Paul,
Fabulous Paul. Strong. Paul. Okay, Paul Strong.
the world's greatest mentor, in order to see who needs a t-shirt, and if you need one, what size. So he'll be reaching out to the number of participants. So I'm going to leave the sign-up sheet over here next to where we will be depositing our badges at the end of the day today. So anybody who feels compelled and feels the spirit moving them, please sign up, and we will take care of the rest from there. Okay? Thank you.
Pass it around now and have it at the end, so those that they won't forget about it. Okay, he will pass it around now and have it signed at the end. So in case after eating you have postpartum Malaysia and you forget about it, you would have signed up. Okay? Jim Rich.
Thank you. Oh, I got another sign-up sheet. This one is for the reader.
For those who are not here.
Yet another sign-up sheet. This one is for readers, and we are starting Friday reading to Mike O'Brien and I are the guinea pigs, and we will start reading at Kipspeak Elementary to 5 classrooms of adoring children, I'm sure. At any rate, to sign this up, you have to, or to sign up, you have to have completed the training for readers. But we still have several dates open starting on May 8th. So I'll pass this around. Thank
Did
you.
you email that schedule around?
I will.
I remember seeing it.
Thank you. Any other announcements? Here we are.
Last time you didn't want us signing up for 2 times.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can now. I just wanted everyone to have a first crack at it.
Any other announcements? Okay, then we have any happy dollars today? All right, Bill,
Oh, yeah.
get it started. Oh.
I'm happy to the tune of $10 because 1 week from tomorrow, I'm going to a baseball game.
Who else here is going to the baseball game on the bus? The sold out bus. And Tidewater Tide versus who?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it's a baseball game over in Norfolk. You get a free
New York Yankees.
New York Yankees, get a bus ride, have fun, drink beer, come back. If you're on the waiting list, what do?
You wait for somebody to just fall off.
You wait to see if everybody shows up on the bus. If they don't, you get on the bus. If everybody shows up, you follow them. Do they get tickets ahead of time?
Don't worry about that. I'm going to communicate the final details.
Okay.
But
Bill
those who
Payne.
are going, no.
Those who are going know where they're supposed to be going and doing, and I'm out of it. Okay? All right. Who else have, okay, Jim?
I would like to give $25 in the name of several people. First of all, thank you to everyone who came to the workday on Saturday. Our goal was to get 20 Rotarians there. We got 26 plus 4 guests, so there were a total of 30. This is all counting toward the closing out of the grant for the lights, the $6,500 for the lights at Randy Custis Memorial Park. But I thought two people, the soccer field, excuse me. I thought two people played a particular role, kind of different for us, because it's very, very rare that the 3 clubs get together. We had 10 volunteers from Exmoor, 3 volunteers from Onancock, and the rest were ours, and it was a great 3-club turnout. And it's important on those rare occasions when that happens that you kind of help people mix. And I want to put $5 each in the name of Cheryl McDowell and Diane Dawson, who brought I don't know how many cups of coffee and really made this little tent area that we had, a little bit of shade on a sunny day. I think kind of a nice social gathering point. So thank you both. I would also like to put, I'd like to give $5 each in the name of our new grant writers, Karen Jolly Davis and Mal Clissold. Mal is closing out the final report on the soccer field grant. And Karen met yesterday up in Onancock with 2 members, Courtney Nottingham and Charmin, whatever, and someone from Children's Harbor to talk about the next grant, which we're going to have to file by May 15th. It's actually an Onancock's grant, but Karen is helping them out. Basically, this is club service to another club. And finally, I would like to give $5 to Mike O'Brien, my fellow guinea pig Friday, reading at Onancock, and those $5 are as close as we're going over together, and that's as close as he's going to get to gas money.
Thank you, Gert. All right, and Paul Straw?
I will give 10 happy dollars because I had a great vacation this past week down in Florida. It was spring break, and we took our 9-year-old granddaughter down to visit her cousins, first of all, in Fort Lauderdale. And then we went up and toured NASA, and she thought that was wonderful. We got to, do some simulators, rocket experiences, and that sort of thing. And then we went over to Crystal River, Florida, on the Gulf side, and swam with some manatees. We saw several manatees. We got right up to them. I had done that, by the way. She's 9 years old. I had done that with her mother when her mother was 10 years old. So we had the same experience.
Okay. Any more announcements? Okay. No more announcements? Okay, Queen of Hearts. Who has what? Okay, what do you have? You have a diamond. Ace of diamonds. Now, what do you have? We have another ace of diamonds over here, don't we? We got 2 ace of diamonds. What else? Oh, okay, override. Okay, 2 ace of hearts, so we have to draw. Okay, draw high card wins of the 2 ace of hearts. Y'all can. Draw. Five of hearts. Okay. Okay, what is that? Jack? A king of clubs. Thank you. Okay. So today, Katie Nunez gets the draw. Okay. I've shuffled them. Okay. Just don't look at the bottom. Take any one. Take any one. Take any one you want. I've already shuffled them and done the best I could. I am not. Okay, we still have the ace of clubs.
Sign up for the
Yes. And just for those who may be questioning, there is a queen of hearts. I'll get it. Okay, give it to me. I know I just moved the wrong one. Here's the Queen of Hearts is in the deck. The Queen of Hearts is in the deck, okay? So,
We had $58 in today's. We had $58 in today's collected today. Katie gets $15 of that. And the club gets half of it, and then the rest gets added to the pot. So the total in the pot is now $288.
thank you, Paul. Okay, now we will have a presentation by Jeanette Edwards and Jen Albano about, part of it is food, medicine, but lifestyle is medicine. How we live can help us to prevent having to take medications if we live right. And here is new ways of thinking about taking care of ourselves and being well.
Do I really need this, Betty?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we had it, it's being taped.
Oh, okay. Got it. Hello, everybody and fellow Rotarians. I'm from the Anancock Club, and I love it when I come down here. We meet in the morning, and people aren't quite awake yet when we meet. You all are a lively bunch, and I go back to my group, and I'm continuously telling how lively you are. I left something on each one of your tables for you that I do hope you will take home. It is about Eastern Shore Rural Health and our 50 years in the community. We're celebrating 50 years now, and I could just give you a complete presentation on Eastern Shore Rural Health, but we wanted to narrow it down with Jen today, and I know I'm limited in time because I could speak forever, but Jen is all about the program today. But I do want to let you know that Eastern Shore Rural Health has 13 sites, 3 of them down here in Northampton County. We have the Eastville Community Health Center. We have Kipta Elementary School, where we have a dental program, Occohannock, and then we also have our Franktown Community Health Center, where we do dental. We have grown over the years, where now we see 2 out of every 3 patients on the Eastern Shore. So we are primary care to about 37,000 of you all that live here out of 45,000 on the shore. And we now have 5 lines of services. We have medical, dental, we have an urgent care, and that's up, and I know all of you are from Northampton, where it's Betty, she's going to hear me say this, where we are at only with our urgent care, but we also have an urgent care wing at our Eastville Center, that if you do walk in and you need to be seen, you don't have to have that appointment. Appointment's nice, but if you don't, we have one just like the urgent care up in our only center. We also have pharmacy services, and we are getting ready to open up our Eastville pharmacy that will be open up to all on May 13th. And then we also have behavioral health, which I think sometimes it's a little silent that people don't realize we have. So we offer you 5 lines of services.
And can you emphasize 40% of our patients have insurance, and we see everybody?
Absolutely. We are health care for all, and out of the 37,000 we see, let me break it down for you so you'll know. 30% of our patients have Medicare, 30% Medicaid, 30% they're commercially insured, and 10% are self-pay. So we see a good assortment at all. We see the person that lives under a bridge, and we see the person that lives and owns the bridge. So we see from everybody, and I will guarantee you, everybody will get the same quality care, and that goes along with our mission. But what we're here today to talk to, I want to turn this over to Jen. Yes?
Can you expand just a little bit on behavioral health?
Absolutely. We started behavioral health about 6 years ago, and what we have is at every center, we have a psychiatric nurse practitioner that can prescribe, and then we also have a counselor that can bring you in if you need 4 appointments, or if you're, let's just say you're sitting in a dental chair and you've got a lot of anxiety about seeing the dentist, they will go down and talk to you and help you with maybe some breathing exercises. What you need to calm you down to be able to get through that dental appointment. And I am one of them. I do not like the dentist, but I know the importance of it. So give me the breathing exercises so I can take care of them. But that's a huge part of who we are. It used to be when you thought about healthcare, it was just medical. And over the years, it's expanded that dental, the head is part, mental health, behavioral health, that's part. The pharmacy that we need. Of course, we'd love to get everybody off the medications, but you can't do that all the time. It's a combination sometimes. So we're there with the pharmacy. And then we always realize a lot of you all are working people, and you need the urgent care. You need that fast track. So we listened to what you all said in a needs assessment and brought that out. And we do. We like to listen to you all, and that's how we know what we need. So, yeah, does that help answer your question? I'd be glad at any time to talk more to anybody about the services that we have. And I'll be glad, Bill, to come back and talk some more to you all. But Jen today is here about lifestyle medicine. And Jen Albano is our nurse practitioner at Franktown. I'm going way back. At our Eastville site, she's actually the clinical director there. And over the years, she has gotten many awards. And she takes a lot of initiative herself to go out and expand her base of what she knows. So I'm excited that the lifestyle medicine is something new, but yet we've been doing it. It just now has that formal name. And the best part is we're going to be doing the gardens over there at Eastville. So I know that a little tray will go around later. We'll need everybody we can to help us with building those gardens for the people in the community that do need them. So Jen, let me turn it over to you. Thank you all very much.
It's good to be back. Some of y'all may remember I talked about Malawi, Africa a couple months ago, and I'm getting ready to go on that trip, so very excited about that. I did come to rural health. It's been 12 years ago now. I grew up in Virginia Beach, was working as a registered nurse for Centera. Did that in oncology, did it in resource pool, went to all the different units, all the different hospitals over there. And then I really felt like God was calling me to work with the underserved as a nurse practitioner. So I went back to school, and this door opened over here. This was not even on my radar about the Eastern Shore of Virginia, and that's a whole nother long story we don't have time for. But God brought me here 12 years ago at Bayview, and then I have continued, and I love what I do. And I will tell you that probably 80% of what I see could be fixed with lifestyle, right? And so that's something I'm really passionate about. I grew up as an obese child in a day and age where there was not childhood obesity. So when I get up and give this talk, I like to tell people I used to weigh 206 pounds and I used to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. So, you can change, and it is hard. And I also told somebody the other day, I'm like, when I lost all my weight, I didn't quit exercising, right? So it is a lifestyle commitment. Lifestyle medicine is actually not new. It has been a body of evidence that's been around for a long time. This is not kind of a fad. And much like my Malawi mission, it is a 6-fold strategy. So it's whole food, plant predominant eating, which can be a barrier for some of our residents on the shore that, maybe either they can't afford fruits and vegetables and whole grains, or they don't know what to do with them because this is not something they're really experienced at eating. So we'll talk a little bit about the garden. It's exercise, right? Trying to go for 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise every single week. And we've got to kind of just work that into our schedules, right? And then you've got stress management, avoidance of risky substances, positive social connection. My husband says it's going to church. And so, and when you put these things together, it doesn't surprise anybody, I'm sure, that they're all kind of connected, right? Because if you're eating fresh fruits and vegetables and whole grains and avoiding things that aren't good for you and not smoking and not drinking alcohol, and you have positive social connections and you're doing your stress management with behavioral health and you have positive community like this right here, then you do sleep better, right, which is the sixth pillar. So, it's all together one thing. And it is a certification. It's run by the American College of Lifestyle Medicine, and it was started by doctors many years ago. And it might surprise you, actually, that every organization, whether it's the American Medical Association, whether it is American Heart Association, American College of Endocrinology, they all start with lifestyle first. It's not medicine first, right? But I think many in healthcare have kind of given up on that because they're like, well, our patients don't want to hear that. Our patients don't want to hear you actually have to do hard work. I'm getting some Snickers, right? But I don't believe that. I think that when people know how much better they'll feel and, it's baby steps, right? And I would love to get everything done at once. I want to have the community garden at Eastville, and I want to do Walk with the Doc, and I want to do culinary medicine classes, and I'm really good at casting vision, and then I need people to come alongside, right? So we are starting small, little community garden out back of Eastville. We have 5 raised beds that are right now being put together by Scott. My husband, who I've been promising for the past 3 months is not in charge of this garden, has been growing the plants on our front porch, which is our own little greenhouse there. He started with seed and organic soil, and he's been doing that. We're going to transplant them. My plan for that garden is I am going to do a culinary medicine class. And so we're going to get people who know how to garden, people who don't know how to garden, people who really need help with what is the thing that I need to be eating? What are the health changes I need to be doing? If I told you there is one thing that would prevent many cancers, that would decrease your risk of type 2 diabetes, that would increase, is that you, Rick? Improve your blood pressure, improve your cholesterol. And I could give this to you right now, and it's essentially not going to cost you any extra money.
Tell us already.
Fiber. It's fiber. And you know where you don't find fiber? In animal products and dairy. Sorry, Smalls. Right? It's found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Right? So it is making those kind of changes. And I'm not saying everybody in here needs to be a vegan, don't panic, right? But it is what we know from the literature. So my hope is we're going to get this garden up and going. What Jeanette didn't mention is we have Tuesday late night at my center. So like right now today, I have 2 walk-in providers. Please tell your friends, because if we don't use these guys, guess what? Then it's kind of like, well, what are we paying these guys to be here for every day? I've got one that's there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesdays, and the other one's there 8 to 5, right? And so basically they have 40 spots available for just anybody who needs to walk in on a Tuesday. And then the rest of the week, there's one of them there. On Thursdays we have 2. But we're open till 8 p.m., so my hope is we'll be out on Tuesday right after work. We'll be working in the garden. We'll come into the room. We'll do culinary medicine class with Jen. You're doing this to me on purpose, aren't you? And so, I don't know. So, but it does take a village. It takes a village to do it. And if I'm honest, I don't know anything about gardening. So I need people to come alongside and help with the garden who really do want to pour into their community and want to be a part of it. So I'm happy to take questions. I did bring you guys some handouts on lifestyle medicine and just a little fun fact sheet on fiber. If anybody's interested in that, I'm going to leave them up here. So, question? Yes.
Can you talk a little more about fiber?
Yes. What is it you want to know about fiber?
Examples of whole grains.
Oh, yeah. So whole grains, I want you to think about, when you think about whole food, how did it come in nature, right? So you've got steel cut oats, right? So they come pretty much right off the oat plant. And then you have a rolled oat, which so it's a little more processed. So you're losing some of that fiber and that bran and that stuff that's good for you. And then you have like your quick oat, and then you have your instant oatmeal. So we want to be eating stuff off the left, okay? So whole wheat bread, when you're looking at a food label, the first word you want to see is whole. You don't want to see bleached, enriched, high fructose, white, those things. Those are the things that don't have the fiber. All that good stuff from nature has been stripped out of it. It raises your blood sugar. It creates obesity. It makes you more insulin resistant. And so, when you're thinking about whole, that's what you're looking at. We have a health educator also at every single center. That's a free service. That doesn't bill your insurance. It doesn't bill you. If you're self-pay or if you're Medicaid or Medicare or private, it doesn't matter. You can see our health educator, and it's free. And so,
And learn more about all the different food groups and what it goes together. And, if you've got high blood pressure, if you're diabetic, what is the best thing to do? They work in conjunction with your provider, what they can do for you. That's just a service that we offer. Yes.
Free.
yeah, free. Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell us a little bit about your dental program? How many dentists do you have?
Yes. So we actually, not only do we have dental at Eastville and Kiptopeke and Arconic and Franktown in Northampton County, but we have a dental residency program also at my office at Eastville. So we have right now Dr. B, Dr. Conti, Dr. Omar, somebody else. Fry, Dr. Fry, who's been there forever. He's been there the longest. Sorry, Dr. Fry. So we have 4 dentists, dental assistants. There is a group, if you're over 65, if you're a veteran, if you're immunocompromised, such as HIV, or you're on chemo or something like that, pregnant women, those are all our top priority. That's what we call a target population. So if those people call, they're not established with us, we will get them in regardless. I believe Franktown, which we expanded a year or 2 ago now and added 3 extra dental chairs, I think they have pretty much instant availability at Franktown. But certainly, if you all have any concerns about anything going on at Eastville, I am clinical director there, and I do make it my job, many of you know me, to be like, we're here to serve the community. And so if you're having trouble accessing care, you have questions, you can always reach out to me. Except when I'm in Africa in 3 weeks in May.
Your centers also provide vision care, including prescription.
So the only real vision care we have per se, we do a retina view for our diabetic patients, which is a screening for diabetic retinopathy where they x-ray the back of the eye. Other than that, if somebody has an eye injury, we have eye wash station, we have tetra, we, can do procedures, but we would refer that out to ophthalmology or optometrists. Any kind of specialty care like that has to be referred out, really.
It's on the list. It's on the list. It's one of those long strategic goals that we're looking at. It is so few in the country that they're saying that it's a need. And that's what community health centers do. Where there's a need, we pick up the slack and we institute. But yeah, we wanted to polish our apple on what we have, but that's in the back of a lot of our minds. You hear that, Betty?
Yes, I do. just 'cause I don't know much about it, but I've seen lots of new fruits and vegetable being offered in food lines that are coming out of the Hispanic market to try to serve. Sure. I don't know how to cook them or what I even do with some of that produce.
That's exactly why I want to have the culinary medicine class, because
The Mexican track.
I will absolutely. And you know what? It's nice because it's actually a curriculum that's put out by the American College of Lifestyle Medicine, and it addresses those things, right? Like it addresses ethnic cooking, it addresses, pastas and sauces, it addresses all these different things. And I'm going to tell you, I have come to really love cooking with vegetables. And some of the recipes and things I come up with, people are like, no, I would have never eaten that. And they're like, I love this. Tofu scramble, like best breakfast you ever ate in your life. And I know what you're thinking, that slimy stuff in the soup, but it's not that at all. Not at all.
One of the things that I also did want to say is we're very blessed to have the food banks on the Eastern Shore of what they do for our patients. But they also know that with their filling the food banks, it is not the most healthy. They're more making sure people don't go hungry, which is to me very important. What we're trying to do with the gardens is have it that people, maybe they can go pick a tomato, they can go pick a green pepper and try small after they leave one of our providers and say, go out there and get this and take it home and maybe just start. As Jen said, you can't bite it all off at one time. You start at a little small. They like that and they can come back. And it's exactly what we are. We're a community health center. Our gardens will be a community health center. And we even, step 2, want to get, we've applied for grants and hoping to still get the money to raise to be able to do this, but to get buckets. Fill them with one tomato plant and let people take that bucket home that may not have a yard, that may not know how to plant that, but yet they can see that grow, they can get the tomato from it, and they start eating it, and it does taste good. And to us, a lot of us in here, we think, that's simple-de-dimpledy. Who can't take a tomato plant? Who can't go and buy a tomato plant and start it? A lot of people on this Eastern Shore cannot do that. And it's up to us as the Rotarians, as a community health center, to teach the people in the community how to do this and eat healthy. That's the thing, people, we don't want them to go hungry, but we also want them to be a combination of what they can get at a food bank and what we can offer them.
Yes, Sam.
There's something called a Sweet 100 cherry tomato. If children ever ate one of those when they were young, they would love tomatoes all of their life. They're the sweetest, most flavor, like eating a little piece of candy off of a tomato plant. Maybe they have a little bit more sugar, but if you are going to buy the Sweet 100s, is a wonderful gift to give.
I love that. And, that's exactly the kind of thing that I'm trying to teach in culinary medicine.
I have a business question.
Yes.
Do you all have two pharmacies? Is there a second one in the north?
Actually, we have 3.
3 pharmacies.
3 pharmacies.
So why is it so important for you all to have your own pharmacies, as when there are good local suppliers?
I can speak to that.
Well, and
Yeah, I can, absolutely speak to that because I see it all the time.
It is to help our patients that are on sliding gig, that can't afford the medications. And I know I can come back with you with that.
So we've got groups of people, Humana Medicare, TRICARE, people who are uninsured. They're having to drive to Only to get prescriptions because Rayfields cannot fill that. They don't participate with those programs, okay? And Berkeley and I've had this conversation. We're good friends. We used to go to church together. We are not trying to steal the Rayfields business. And if you are there and you are happy, please stay there. But we have patients who don't have transportation or can't really afford to be driving to Only, who are having to go there to get their medication right now. And so this is a service for our people. So they take Star Transit in, and guess what? They've got X-ray, mental health, dental, medical, pharmacy. Sometimes our Star Transit patients are there 5 hours because Star Transit drops them off at 8:30 in the morning for a 10:30 appointment. they're not coming back to get them till 2:30. These are things that we don't think about, just like we don't think about, well, I can't just go to the grocery store and buy tomatoes because we have money. But I see every day the have-nots on the shore, and it is diametrically opposed, the haves and the have-nots.
And with our veterans, a lot of the private pharmacies on the Eastern Shore, the total Eastern Shore, they were losing money by serving the veterans with their insurance, just like she mentioned. We absorb that. It is a hardship for us, absolutely, but that's what we do. That's what a community health center does. We absorb, and then I think even more highly, once again, most of us probably all have insurance, and we can take care of going and getting our prescriptions. There are people that don't have insurance that we're there to help serve, and they can get it on a sliding fee for a very nominal amount. So it is a service, not to be in competition, but to work with and to be there for the people who need it. Yes, but great question. Thank you for asking that. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just like another question, but a couple of comments. The Rotary Club, this club, was instrumental in launching the youth garden in Cape Charles. Are you familiar with it?
New Roots, yes, sir.
But you're doing the same thing. And one of the largest challenges we had was promotion, marketing the idea to people who really needed it. The little rich white kids were always there, but the kids from the trailer parks and all 13 were rarely there, largely because of transportation, a number of other things. And I just throw out there that marketing is going to be something you have to put extraordinary effort in to get those who really need, understand why they need, and then to get there and participate. Because once the youngsters are working with the adults, you've got them right away.
Bill, one of the greatest things is we've got a captured audience. They are right there, that when they walk in and see the provider, that's when they can take a few minutes and say something to them. They can go to our health educator. They'll be able to go right out there to the garden and be able to get something before they go home, because they don't have that ride back out. That is and that is why we're so hip on this. We don't want to be having to say, well, if you go here or you go to this farm market on Saturday, a lot of them can't get back out. This is their only opportunity. So we've got the captured audience. But you're right, marketing is the key to everything that you do. How do you get that word out there? Yeah. And we're blessed. We've got an outreach program. We've got the health educators, but we've got that captured audience of that patient walking right in that door.
And I'm not sure if you know, but we have our pages that are on Facebook and the web for rural health. And so one of the things that Amy and I are going to start working on is kind of like a jump start with Jen. And so it'll be video tips for people, right? And again, so we'll have promotion in-house, we'll have promotion out in the community and on the pages and whatnot.
Social media is the big, I'm from the generation that, okay, but if you don't do social media, you really don't get that word out there as well. I've come to accept that, so yeah. These are all great questions. What else?
Betty said I'm your private.
Okay. She wanted to yeah, there she goes. I know that we've kind of gone over. We'll be glad at any time to come back. We would definitely utilize anybody who wants to come and help with the garden. We would definitely help in financial help to build the gardens and get the plants. That's really important to us too. But we thank you for what you do. We thank you all for listening and understanding that there is a need out there. And that's what we do. We want to be able to help not only the ones that have the insurance, but don't have the insurance, or they're underinsured. So thank you all very, very much for letting us come today.
And Dr. Bibbins said not to forget that you're welcome to donate to the garden today. And I do have the fiber handouts and the lifestyle medicine handouts up here if anybody is interested in having them. That's why I brought them.
Donations will be accepted and directly given. Okay, so on your way out, don't forget to donate. And so I will, before y'all sit down, come on back here. Okay, Jen, thank you. And this is a Rotary Club of Cape Charles mug that we give to all our
Yes,
speakers.
thank you.
Thank y'all. That's all that we get. Don't forget donations.
I'll take this back to my Hancock group and show them where I was.
That's right. Thank y'all so much for this very informative, and this is very, again, we're not here to compete. Not here to compete with local pharmacies. We're here to provide support for those who can't go to the local pharmacies and as a convenience to anyone else, okay? Any other discussion, anybody? Then we can stand and do our four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Friendship will be beneficial to all concerned. Then stand.
We have fun.
Yes, we will. Thank y'all. Meeting adjourned.
Yes, sir.